Hi, I'm Gary Leff, and I help people book frequent flyer award tickets with my bookyouraward.com service. As well, I blog at viewfromthewing.com.
Gary, you're doing something that I don't think there's anyone who does in the travel industry, and every person who comes to us to travel has the question of, yes, we'd like to book that, but we're going to see if we could use our miles for that trip. You've got some things that are very interesting that you do, and we'd love to have more people know about you. One, you have a wonderful blog, but tell us a little bit about the secret behind what makes it and what you offer people, because I think it's really quite special.
Well, I think that it's actually often the case that there are more frequent flyer award seats than people realize. The problem is actually twofold. Number one, the technology that the airlines use to try to find the seats is fairly antiquated. They're only going to search for a small subset of the possible routes or ways to get you from the city that you start in to where you're trying to go. And the second problem is that the agents that you might work with on the phone, they're not incentivized to make sure that your trip works. They're going to key in what you're trying to do. Maybe, 1 in 10 times you'll get a really helpful agent. So what it really helps to do is know where to go find the seats and how to search for them, what all the routes are, what all the partners are. And so then we go and try to find all of the flights that are actually available, piece together the trip, and then by the time we talk to the airline, we know exactly what flights are available to begin with, and we just ask for those flights.
Can you give us one example of how you turn someone's request into a big, big smile and an ultimate opportunity for them?
Well, sure. Just last week, I had somebody who I had booked for in the past, and she had didn't really think that premium cabin travel was going to be possible for her. And on her previous trip, we had her flying Lufthansa, Turkish, and Thai Airways first class for her Asia vacation. And so she came back to me and said, it was such a special experience that she was even interested in the flights as part of the experience. So she wanted to know what airlines she could fly on with her miles, where the flight was going to be just as much a part of the vacation as everything else she was doing. So what we wound up doing is taking her American Express points and booking her in Singapore Airlines first class. So she'll be having her Singapore flights between the U.S. and Singapore as part of her Bali vacation.
Well, it certainly sounds like that person would have a smile. Your blog gives a lot of information. What's your blog? How can someone find your blog?
So I blog at viewfromthewing.com. I've been blogging there for nearly 12 years. It's the oldest frequent travel blog, and I try to show people how best to use their miles, how to be successful in obtaining the awards that they want, as well as how to accumulate miles as effectively as possible, and how to get the most out of the loyalty programs, the status programs as well, for upgrades, better rooms at hotels, all of the benefits that the travel providers have to offer.
Well, Gary, you're a great source, and thank you for sharing, and you are very sharing with your blog and all the information you provide. And I hope a lot of people see this, because we all are sitting on miles that we haven't been able to use, and I think you're probably the miracle worker who can change that for us. So thank you for taking the time with us.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.